Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard, back again with Wes, and we also have someone in the background who's going to act like he's the third person in this conversation. And we're going to try this Jefferson's Wood Experiment collection. I've had this thing forever.
Never had one.
Never broke into it. Here, I'm gonna read off the thing and say what it is. Go ahead. The Jefferson Wood Experiments are a series of innovations which Trey Zeller, our master blender, developed with the help of independent stave company, in which we explored how fully aged bourbon modifies its flavor profile through different barrel conditions, from rebarreling in bourbon cask, French oak wine cask, a combination of the two, or the insertion of oak staves. Trey picked his 5 favorite experiments and packaged them together so that he could offer an insight into how bourbon can change in different aging environments. So, and it's got a little tasting notes on it. Well, you can make your own tasting notes. So, what is this, number 3?
Number 3, we're gonna start low and get high.
All right, number 3, and I think they're all the same proof.
92 proof.
Yeah.
So
it says number 3 is a new 60-gallon American oak barrel with a low, deep impact toast profile.
So what'd you pay for this?
I don't remember. I think I got it in a bundle of alcohol that I bought from the Patels back in like 2017, 2018.
Put that in, put that right away.
Is it backwards? No, I bought like a bundle of bottles from the Patel brothers who own Heritage.
Is this before they opened Heritage then?
Shortly after.
Okay.
So they had collected some.
Okay.
And it was so it was before the start of the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna sneeze? You gonna sneeze? Look at him. He's gonna sneeze. He's gonna sneeze. What are you doing?
I thought I was gonna sneeze.
So it was before I started the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, I've been doing YouTube videos now for 6 years.
Oh, good.
Today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah. Happy anniversary. But I think it was right before I started the channel, right before I started doing whiskey tastings at the house. You look like you don't like that.
It's woody.
Which I like.
Yeah.
But the flavor,
It's very astringent.
Very hot.
very hot, but the flavor kind of goes away.
I didn't get hot. I just got like, it just instantly dried my mouth out.
Yeah, it's kind of drying on me, but it like an attack the back of my throat.
Correct. That's what did
Yeah.
mine. But the flavor's gone. You said 92? Is that what you said? Mm-hmm. 92.
And what's this one?
I don't like the flavor on the front.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care for that.
Yeah, it's very aggressive on the front, and then
Well, the burn seeds will kind of stay with you.
yeah. I don't think I like that.
So they're all aged the same, just in different barrels.
Well, they're finished.
Okay.
With
Differently.
Yeah, they're all finished with different wood.
Yeah.
And they're kind of doing the same thing as what Makers does, I guess, right?
The stave profile series. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
I think so. But they have so they got different barrels. So they got a custom 60-gallon French and American hybrid.
So they're just using different barrels then.
Yeah, and then they said they had one where they use staves. Yeah, number 6. New standard whiskey barrel with a light medium char infused with lightly toasted American oak staves.
Well, number 3 is underwhelming.
Yeah. But I've never been a real big fan of this. Are we just going to reuse?
I'll just reuse. I ain't.
Never been a big fan of Jefferson's.
I haven't either.
Skeet.
Now I drink the Jefferson Select. I think is what it's. Yeah, and then the Jefferson's Ocean.
Yeah.
I think, well, the Ocean, I think, is just a stupid ass
Yeah,
gimmick
yeah.
is all that
The
is.
Jefferson Select is actually pretty good, I think.
Because, first off, I mean, you're sticking it in a container, sticking it on a ship.
It's just gonna be hot.
It's just, I don't know that it's making a difference.
I don't see how very much of the maritime atmosphere is gonna affect.
It's getting into that container.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it is.
Maybe that's why it tastes like rust or something in the container.
Yeah. Of course, you ask, like, Thomas, who's like, oh, it's great.
No, I think Jefferson Select is better than Jefferson Ocean.
But yet, I've never seen him actually drink it either.
I haven't mind.
It's just when we're always down there doing a tasting down at Judd's, but I've never heard him tell one of those pretty little rep girls that it's bad.
Yeah. No, it's good. Give me your number.
Yeah.
So this one, this experiment is new standard whiskey barrel with medium char infused with heavily charred American oak cubes.
Okay.
Cubes.
That's it. I like that. Very oaky.
It smells. Smell it, sir.
Bless you. Bless you.
Good Lord. You all right over there?
I think so.
So
I might die.
what sucks here though is if there is a good one in the bunch, I don't know if there's a way that we can find its regular release. Maybe on the internet they might have a like, hey, here's the wood experiment series. If you like this one, buy this bottle.
Yeah, I like that.
It's definitely better than three was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as hot either.
No. It's not as aggressive.
I don't know why that first one was so hot. It's only 92 proof.
Oh yeah, they're all 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't have any bite to it whatsoever.
Ooh. That one might be dangerous. That's pretty tasty.
Oh, I got a new one that's, speaking of dangerous, I got a new one that's a sneak up on that Old Forester.
Sitting right there.
Which one?
That 1924,
Oh,
10
yeah.
year. Yeah, it was just too damn good to it sneak up on you. Yeah, that was much better. It was much milder.
Yeah. All right, so this one, experiment number 6, is new standard whiskey barrel with a light medium char infused with lightly toasted American oak staves.
Yeah.
So you got to go to Maker's Mark. How did they, whenever they do their stave, is that plenty? I don't want to pour too heavy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We have more, so if you would double dip. How do they do the stave profiles? They hang them in the barrel?
Yeah. So what they'll do is, of course, they'll take it's a blend of a small batch.
Yeah.
And so they'll dump, say, 50 barrels. But then they'll fill back up some of those barrels, and they'll dump 50 and end up filling back up 35, 40 of them. But then they hang the staves in those barrels. They wire them to each end.
Yeah.
So they're running vertically or horizontally through the barrel.
Okay, so they're suspended from each end. They're not just.
Yeah, and then they turn it, and then so they're running
Yeah.
horizontally in the barrel. And then they just continue to finish it. They put them in their cellar then at that point for like 90 days. And they finish for like 90 days.
What do they use to suspend them?
Wire.
Just wire. I'm guessing a non-corrosive type
Yeah, it's
wire.
like galvanized wire or something like that.
Oh, great! We're drinking galvanized.
It's something like that. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's all alcoholic. It's fine. It'll be all right. We drank Malort. We drank worse.
Yeah, over 100 proof. I'm pretty sure the alcohol kills.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill anything.
I'm sure whatever it is, the wire they're using some food grade product. I mean,
Food grade.
yeah, it's going to be a food grade metal. So, but yeah, that's how they're doing it. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So,
That was not too bad. I mean, I don't
get a whole lot of.
No, I don't get a whole lot. It just tastes like bourbon. Like a light bourbon.
Yeah. It's not as.
That's more just like almost like they're kind of they're rare bourbon, I think. Which even I'm not crazy about the wood finishing series with Maker's Mark. It's not my thing. But I don't like oaky. I don't like woody. I like sweeter profiles.
Yeah. Wasn't that one on the top shelf? One of the wood finishings? Yeah. Well, it'll have its chance.
Yeah, I don't think that was last year's.
So what we're gonna do going forward, Tony? We're gonna
been watching the
I
channel.
know, but I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
No, he doesn't watch the channel and support us.
You don't watch our videos.
I don't even know how to find them.
You get on YouTube.
You search Kelly Sparks.
Just search Kelly Sparks.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't get on YouTube that much.
Yeah, it happens. I give everybody shit all the time. Like, oh man, have you ever tried this? Well, apparently you don't watch my fucking videos because you would know that answer already. And
What haven't you tried?
oh man, that's a smaller list. But
Really?
well, here lately the list is growing just because there's so many brand new labels.
So much stuff coming out.
And a large portion of those labels are coming out of MGP. Now, if it's like a brand new Kentucky distillery or something like that, I'll probably jump on it. Like, for instance, here, off camera real quick. So I found this one at
Yellowstone.
at Harley's the other day, and this is I guess it's a barrel pick. It's a goody select for their Kentucky Straight Bourbon. I don't know what the age is. It doesn't say. It says barrel 22/21/19. What is it? Barrel 2/21/19.
That's not good.
So it's like a 5-year-old, 4-year-old.
4-year-old. Yeah, it's 4-year-old.
It's 4-year-old. I didn't even look at that. That's what I get for not reading.
It happens to us.
Yeah. Well, it might be good, but I found this one because we had tried some Yellowstone recently,
Yeah.
and it was at a good price and a good proof point, 119 proof, single barrel. So
Dang.
we're gonna see how that one stacks up.
So y'all probably won't like this one.
Wow.
To me, it tastes a lot like the last one we just had.
Oh.
Jesus.
So it's a custom 60-gallon French and American oak hybrid barrel with a low, deep impact toast profile.
It just smells like a sawmill.
You know what happened? You know what else has a deep impact? My dick.
Just the tip.
Smells like a sawmill?
That's what I get. It smells like a sawmill.
To me, it tastes like the one we just had. I think it's a scam.
You're just getting like, I just get like wood chips or sawdust is what it smells like.
Hamster cage? Sawdust?
That's just,
I don't get the sawdust, but
No,
I
I
get
mean-
what you're saying.
that's what it smells like to me. It's just
So
like,
they're-
it smells like sawdust.
I don't like the aftertaste. Yeah, I don't like the aftertaste.
Oh, the finish?
Yeah.
It's got a weird finish to it, but
Yeah.
It's not as bad as 3.
yeah.
So far none of them just like really knocked my socks off though. I'll say that.
I would have to choose number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 4's been the best so far, but it wasn't something crazy good though.
I think that's the French oak that gives
Is
you
that what
that
that is?
flavor. I think so. All right. Last but not least.
Oh man.
This is original bourbon barrel with oak inserts that have been toasted over a long period of time to infuse the bourbon. So they just dried the shit out of it?
I don't know. Oak inserts, so we're talking about like, look at the amount of dust on that bottle.
I told you. I've had it since at least 2018.
Shit.
It's been aging right there in his house.
It doesn't, well, that's probably doesn't age
So
anyway.
yeah, so beyond, and not saying that you're ignorant to the fact, but a lot of people are under the assumption that alcohol, liquor, will age extra, and I think it's primarily due to wine, because wine will mature and age in a bottle, but liquor Once it's distilled, that's what it is.
Oops. And change from now to 50 years.
No
ago.
kidding.
No, as long as
Now, if you put it back in a barrel, it'll.
yeah,
As long as it stays in a bottle.
yeah.
It's in a bottle, yeah. So we're gonna actually. I got some barrels, and I did order actually. I ordered 3 barrels. I ordered 3 barrels that size. Actually, a little smaller than that one. And we're gonna take some of our shittier whiskeys,
Mix them or something?
and we're just gonna put them in barrels, put them on the back porch, and just see what happens.
We're gonna start a wall of barrels.
You know, you could have a rack and put a
Yeah.
wall of barrels up
Yeah.
there. You could do.
We're gonna just see what happens, and because he's got some.
They're tiny little oak spirals.
Uh-huh.
They're just machined
Right.
oak spirals that are charred. I got it was in a Wild Turkey gift set. And
That's
you
cool.
Now, the difference between doing the oak spiral in a jar versus a barrel, the whiskey in the barrel could potentially increase in alcohol content because the water will evaporate quicker in this climate than it's not going to evaporate inside a jar. You know,
Right.
It's airtight.
But barrel.
But a barrel, you could potentially increase the alcohol.
Yeah.
in
But
whatever's
even in that
barrel.
jar, it's changed. He did some Wild Turkey 101, and it's
Dark.
it's
Is it
changed.
really?
It looks like damn motor oil.
Yeah. Like just,
But
and it
it's
was
changed the taste of it.
And in a 3-month span, it went from it probably made it 2 to 3 shades darker,
And
In 3 months.
In 3
Well, and
months. and it's still in there right
yeah.
now.
So
it's
we've
going to be
been doing a
year
blind
long.
tasting. We started out with 30 whiskeys, and we're down to the last 9 now, and it's still in the running to
Yeah.
win.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now the original Wild Turkey
It got
got
booted.
knocked out,
I like 101 now.
but oh bless you.
Yeah. So we're just gonna get them barrels, and we're gonna.
I'm not too sure about this one.
It's super astringent.
I like the flavor on it, but that
Man,
it hits you in the back of the throat. It's sharp.
Man, it took everything off my damn tongue. Just dried it out instantly. Now. All of these are pretty astringent. Though.
Well,
Just-
remember, the
they're
4
so-
was real smooth, I thought. These, especially these last couple, man. What'd you say? Almost like a dry feeling?
Yeah, it just dries
It
you
just
out.
dries your mouth out.
Yeah.
Like how high grade alcohol does to everything.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so that's the weird thing about bourbon and whiskey in general. You can have something that's 92 proof that's super astringent and it dries your mouth out versus something that's, what did we have the other day?
130
What?
proof.
Well, the Michter's Fort Nelson Reserve, that
Yeah.
one's only 108, but it's just the oiliest, viscous, just, I mean, like you poured motor oil in your mouth and it's just rich, creamy.
It tasted good though.
It tasted great, but it's weird how some can be astringent and drying at a lower proof versus others at a higher proof are creamy, you know, oily. I don't know if that's.
In my opinion,
I wouldn't buy any of them.
wouldn't I? It's just, I'm not a fan of Jefferson's to begin with though.
Well, I thought they were primarily NGP, but these are all Kentucky.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Jefferson was blended. What I thought.
Do you have a Jefferson here?
I don't think I do. Like I don't buy that crap.
No. Well, might have to dump these in a barrel.
I don't know that I want to.
I got some more staves at the house. I'll dump them in a jar.
They're all just so. I don't know. They don't have. They're not my type, like what I like.
And
These two.
again, how would you know someone wanting to try one of those, right? How would you go and go, okay, well, I want the one in the
Yeah.
French oak.
I would imagine.
I
if
think
they-
this is a one-off series kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I would imagine if they did their due diligence, they would have a reference to say, hey, if you got this and you really like this fucking experiment, then we recommend you buying this specific release. Or maybe, like he said, it's just a one-off experiment.
Right.
And they probably use a combination of the blends to get their flavor profile.
Well, neither one of those tasted like the Jefferson's Ocean.
No.
No.
I've had a few of those releases that were really good, but I've had some that just weren't.
Probably still have a 3/4 bottle. I've had maybe 2 glasses out of it. So
it's just too gimmicky for me to want to do it.
Well, yeah, like Jefferson, they stole the name from Thomas Jefferson, but they have zero connectivity with the man himself. Like, there's nothing.
It's not his family or anything like that.
Thomas Jefferson was primarily a wine drinker, and he didn't like bourbon or liquor. Like, he had a massive wine cellar, but yeah, they just picked a famous name.
I don't know that anyone back in that day was really a bourbon drinker. That was kind of
that
was pre-bourbon.
Well, I mean,
in the 1700s.
Well, it was before they had the fucking legal stuff behind it.
Yeah.
It was probably before they called it bourbon.
Yeah, because that would have been.
Well, back then I think when it was always called whiskey.
Before Kentucky was even established, really.
Yeah, I mean,
so
what was the oldest distillery in Kentucky? What's DSP1? And when did it start?
Evan Williams.
What year did that start?
I don't know.
Wait a second, how old was who was Thomas Jefferson around?
1770.
Let's look up these numbers. 1776.
Yeah, he had his own Declaration of Independence.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
We're having a history class right here, real quick, folks. But I mean, so they've had distilled whiskey since the 13 or 1400s.
Yeah,
so it's
but
been around.
it was more Scotch style and stuff like that back then, though.
Well, they had a lot of the early distillate, I believe. I mean, you might correct me if I'm wrong if you find some other information. Early distillate
1783.
was
Evan Williams.
No kidding.
But was it called bourbon or was it just called whiskey?
It opened Kentucky's first commercial distillery, is what it says.
So it was they probably just called it whiskey.
I bet it was just whiskey.
But
They're DSP1, so.
Yeah, because you don't.
There were some others, I'm sure, before them, but they were the first ones to pay taxes.
yeah, oh yeah, I guarantee you.
Legally.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how it all started. I mean, the DSP number is your tax number, basically,
Is that what it is?
for distilleries.
well, they claim Elijah Craig was the first man to, use wooden charred barrels.
Yeah, they
not
said he
just
basically was the
Yeah.
created bourbon.
Yeah. So
No one knows the full story on that.
it's all marketing.
I mean, basically, it all got started from it was getting put in barrels in Kentucky,
So they could
sent down the river, and end up on the Mississippi and down in New Orleans. Well, by that time, it'd take anywhere from 6 to 9 months to make that trip, and then now it's aged in those barrels, and they're like, "Oh, this is so good."
And they probably didn't age it.
Well, so
6 years, 9 years.
No, not then. I mean, that came on later.
however long it took them to get down the river, but
Also back then, they would put additives in it to get
Yeah.
color and stuff like that. I mean, tobacco spits.
yeah,
I mean, literally, like that's where rock
got
gut
it.
came from.
Yeah.
Like it would make you sick.
Oh.
and then
So that's how you.
those bottles up there behind you, the E.H. Taylor, that was the guy who worked with the government to develop the Bottled in Bond Act to legitimize and legalize certain specifications for bourbon whiskey.
Yes. So they, believe it or not, you had regulations on alcohol before you had like the FDA was created. Before they had regulations on food and drugs.
Alcohol was regulated.
Yeah, to make sure you're getting a quality product versus, I mean,
Yeah.
FDA didn't come on until
Well, these fucking
30
dickheads,
years later.
these dickheads would take bottles of whiskey to market, like, here, try this, we got barrels of it, whatever. And they'd be like, oh yeah, let me get a barrel of that, or let me get however many cases. Well, they'd go back and they would put all the crap in it, cut it with whatever, and then give them a subpar product. Try to, it's the same thing as a drug
Trying to
dealer
make $1.
cutting his product
Yeah.
with baking soda or some bullshit.
yeah, fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fentanyl.
Oh, poor George Floyd. All right, well, that one's going to get you canceled. All right, I think that's good on this one. Yeah, meh. It's meh. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go home and brag about it.
Yeah, Jefferson's experiment sucked.
Yeah, it's not. It was a poor experiment. I've done better experiments on my back porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. Check the description below for all the ways to help out. And like always, drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Say bye, Tony.
Peace.